Charlie Kirk sent me a direct message, and I'm going to show you what it said. This young man, this leader of Turning Point USA, reached out to me and saw something I had done. Now, I share that story because he didn't have to do that. And if he was a racist person, why would he do that? I'm so tired of people being besmirched by the tired liberal lie that anyone they don't like has to be some sort of racist.
Let me tell you something about myself. I am probably one of the best people on this earth to speak on Charlie Kirk.
Grace and peace, everybody. We're about to find out why is that young lady the best person to speak on Charlie Kirk? You saw the thumbnail, you saw the titles. You know what we're about to do? We're going to jump into this discussion. Oh my gosh. It's kind of taking me aback that people can't say, hey, you know what? I disagree with Charlie Kirk, but rock on like Donkey Kong. You know what it is? They're giving that when a boyfriend and girlfriend break up and they talk so down about one another. It's, oh man, she was terrible, this, that, and the third, and he was horrible, and this, that, and the other, and this, that, and that. It's almost like they have to tear them down because it makes them feel better or makes them look better, if you will, but it really doesn't. Because you're like, well, wait, you dated the person for 2 years. That's your fault. But in order to make them feel good about the fact that, for example, Charlie Kirk preached the gospel. Charlie Kirk was a Christian that promoted Christ. They have to make him something else so that they don't have to deal with the fact that Charlie Kirk preached the gospel. He promoted Christ. Why am I not a Christian? Why am I not surrendered? So in order to fix their rebellion, they have to tear down Charlie Kirk. It is the craziest work. It is so crazy. So let's bring this in. I want to hear what y'all think. So of course, jump into the best live chat on the planet. Let's go.
Charlie Kirk sent me a direct message, and I'm going to show you what it said. This is almost 6 years ago exactly now, as of this video. I had not spoken to him in person or on social media. He started the conversation. You know what he said? 3 words. You are terrific. Now, bear in mind, this is back before I was blessed with the followership I have now. I had fewer than 10,000 followers on Instagram, very small Facebook presence, wasn't even on TikTok at the time. But the fact of the matter is, this young man, this leader of Turning Point USA, reached out to me and saw something I had done. And he felt so moved that he reached out to me himself to encourage me. And then he went a step further. He invited me to the BLS, which is the Black Leadership Summit.
Let me see this. Are you coming to BLS? We'll have to wait till the last minute to decide. Currently job hunting and would be self-financing the trip and room. And if I were to go, need to be responsible with my finances until lockdown new next full-time job. Okay, shout out.
Turning Point USA was putting on in Washington, D.C. I told him transparently I was in between jobs and didn't have the money to fund my trip. He told me that they had scholarships available and to email him directly. And there
we go. We have scholarships available, and he gave him his email. Shout out.
Be able to take care of it. I did, and that's the story of how I got to be a part of the Young Black Leadership Summit, which was instrumental in springboarding me to where I am today.
Okay. Shout out.
Now, I share that story because he didn't have to do that. And if he was a racist person, why would he do that? I'm so tired of people being besmirched by the tired liberal lie that anyone they don't like has to be some sort of racist. And I'm not immune to this. They call me racist myself. Of course, it's ridiculous on its face, but this is the nonsensical nature of your average leftist. They really want you to believe deep down Charlie Kirk hated all black people. He saw the best in everyone. He saw in me something I didn't even quite see in myself at the time, and he chose to encourage me. That is why I will literally and metaphorically pick up that mic and continue the work that he started, because I myself and many others are tired of being slandered and maligned by individuals who have nothing to sell us but fear, panic, and lies 24/7. I had to share that story with you. I thought about keeping that to myself, but the more I see him being typecast as some sort of evil person, the more I cannot be silent, and I hope that you will not be silent as well. It is time for action like never before. It is time for voices to rise like never before, and I hope you will join me in that effort. So that is the real Charlie Kirk, the one they don't want you to know, but the one I will continue to remember and honor with my actions into the future.
Let's just talk about it, because respectfully, a lot of y'all getting on my nerves. Let me tell you something about myself. I am probably one of the best people on this earth to speak on Charlie Kirk, to speak on his beliefs and what he preached, what he said, his messages. You want to know why? Because I've been in almost every field that y'all claim he's against. As you can see, I'm black. Blizzy, blizzy, black. Do you hear me? I'm a woman. I am a female. But y'all claim he is a sexist. Guess what else that I was? I was a member of the rainbow community, the alphabet community.
Wow.
For over 10 years of my life, I consider myself to be lesbian. You see this little white stuff on my shirt right here? You want to know what that is? It's baby throw up. You want to know why it's baby throw up? Because the Lord has blessed me with a husband and 3 kids after I gave my life to him, was filled with the Holy Spirit and born again. But you want to tell me... You hear that sweet voice? You want to tell me I was never meant to or never should have had any of this and should have continued to walk in the deception that was a part of my life. Get out of here. I support and approve much of what Charlie Kirk said because I lived it, I went through it, and I testify that doing things God's way is better, that me being black never was a hindrance, and that me being a woman is totally fine. You want to know why? I have a master's degree and I choose to be a stay-at-home mother. Oh, that's going to tick somebody off, ain't it? Yup, I sit at home all day with my 3 kids, taking care of them because my family will forever be more important than my career. But wait, that's not all. Let me include this really important detail. When I was 4 years old, my dad was unalived just a month before my 5th birthday. So don't come into my comments saying I had more opportunities than this person or that person. I was raised by a single mother who worked in a factory till this day. So get out of here. Okay? We do what we choose to do. Stop making excuses. Listen to Charlie Kirk and understand that through the power of God, through the power of Jesus Christ, you can be more than conquerors. And black community, you want to know what's really wrong with us? We ran away from Jesus and ran to the government. Yeah.
That part. Wow. Shout out to that young lady. How about her family? All the babies chiming in. It's like a chorus at the end. You know that sounded beautiful. You know it did. You know it did something to you. To hear all those little beautiful babies that she's taking care of and knowing that she has them because she actually surrendered and submitted her life to Christ. Come on now. Come on. I understand you feel bad and you can turn around. You can change from that. You really can. So all that kind of foolishness y'all been saying, all that craziness y'all been saying about Charlie, don't worry about that. Turn to Christ. That's all that matters. I appreciate y'all so much. That was a great episode. I want to know what you think about it. So down in the comments, the most electrifying comment section on the planet, let me know what you think. I really do appreciate y'all. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.